Does that mean you read your memos from right to left?
Yes.
Okay.
But we count with the letters of the alphabet, and the first two letters of Tu B'Shvat are the number
18.
17. It's
18.
17.
Oh, maybe you're right. I thought it was 18.
Maybe you're right.
I'll go with you.
But we don't. Anyway, it's 9 and 6. What's 9 and 6?
Now we're up
15.
So it's the 15th day of the month of Shabbat.
Both wrong.
He's the rabbi and accountant.
Yeah. Anyway, so the holiday is named for the 15th day of the month of Shabbat, and in Israel, as in where we are, it's looking like springtime, and so it is sort of like an Arbor Day. Judaism was the first to recognize the need for ecology. In the Bible, it tells us that we have to let the land lay fallow every 7 years so that it can rejuvenate. And especially in Israel, it's good for it to rejuvenate. But
Why that line Pharaoh?
I didn't have no, because it has to lay fallow. So in Israel, at this time of year, they're looking forward to the new plantings, and as well as here. We look forward to the springtime coming, and so we have a holiday that celebrates trees. The Tu B'Shvat originally is called the holiday of the trees because from trees we get all kinds of food and nuts and all kinds of good stuff come from trees. And but recently Tu B'Shvat has expanded to mean a celebration not only of the trees but of ecology as well. And so I'm going to introduce Debbie. Debbie?
Yes.
Who's going to come and talk to us about a tree. Your two trees. Oh, we are reciting. What are you doing? I don't know.
Singing and reading.
Go ahead, do something.
Okay, this is by Trees by President Beth Shalom, probably the most well-known poem. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. A tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's free-flowing grass. A tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. A tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair. Upon whose bosom snow has lain, he intimately lives his vein. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
And like I've been telling my congregation, this is part 3. I mean, this is the third in the set because it's 1, 2,
3.
Yes, I do. I love it.
Okay, so let's we have a little responsive reading. There's no real service for Tu B'Shvat. It's all made up of what we want to do and sing, but we do have a responsive reading here, and I'll start. And God said, "Let the earth put forth grass, herbs, yielding seeds, and trees bearing fruit." And God saw that it was good.
Even though you will enter a land of plenty, do not say, "We will sit and not plant." Rather, be certain to plant trees, just as you found trees which others planted, so should you plan for your children.
When a tree is wantonly cut down, its voice cries out from one end of the earth to the other.
When you besiege a city, do not destroy its trees. You may eat of them, but you must not cut them down.
If you were told that the Messiah had arrived while you were holding a sampling in your hand, first plant the sampling and then go greet the Messiah.
Build houses and dwell in them. Plant gardens and eat their fruit.
I will plant in the wilderness, says the Lord, the cedar, the acacia, the myrtle, and the olive tree.
Therefore be glad, O children of Zion. Rejoice in the Lord your God.
Ki tiva el haaretz Unatartem kol eitz tehillah. When you come to the land, you shall plant trees. Now is the time for planting. Let us honor
Tu B'Shvat, the birthday of trees, in our community, in our country, and in Zion restored.
As other planted long before us, so may we plant for those who will follow.
Let us honor Tu B'Shvat by treasuring our earth, enjoying its yield, concerned for its well-being.
From the tree of life, let us learn anew today that we are the guardians of God's creation.
Let us honor Tu B'Shvat and the New Year of Trees by striving for harmony with the world about us.
May the words of the prophets soon be fulfilled. Then shall they sit under their vines and fig trees, and none shall be made afraid.
Amen.
It's called Hashkedia. Hashkedia Purach Hafiz Shemesh Pazurachat Zipuri Meros Kogad Mevas Roket Bohekad Tuvishvatikia Hakailanot Tuvishvatikia Hakailanot. The almond tree is growing, and a golden sun is glowing. From every rooftop the birds sing up. Tu B'Shvat is here, the new year of the trees. Tu B'Shvat is here, the new year of the trees.
So this is the day that God has made. We all rejoice in it. We've come together to plant a tree, and we are honored to be affiliated or associated with the church, and we are very grateful and thankful for all that you have given to us. And as a symbol of our gratitude, we have a presentation to make. Besides the tree.
Well, it's just a certificate. I hope you have this by the film. Certificate reads, in celebration of Tu B'Shvat, we plant this tree in honor of Our Lady of the Lakes Church. May the new year of the trees remind you God's love for its people and their promised land. Congregation Beth Shalom. Also, in addition to the tree that we planted here, we planted a tree in Israel for the same celebration, and the certificate for that says, tree has been planted in celebration of Tu B'Shvat at Our Lady of Lakes. Thank you for everything you do for us. Planted by Congregation Beth Shalom.
Paul just got back from his trip to plant that tree in Israel.
And boy, are his arms tired.
That should happen.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Yes.
And so
It was for
we have
land of Yachbi.
a mitzvah to perform, a good deed to perform. The tree is here. It's in the ground, but it's not yet planted. So what I want everybody to do, and somebody said to me a little while ago, somebody said to me a while ago, this reminds them of a funeral, because we bury people this way, but at a funeral you don't use the shovel face up, you use the shovel face down, because you're not building something, it's a sign of mourning. So when you take a shovel today, each one of us are going to participate in planting this tree, everybody. So when you take the shovel face up and help us all plant this tree, and then the tree will belong to all of us. So I'm going to ask people to come up, just come up and take a little bit of stand. Father Joe, would you honor us next? And then Paul.